guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Crownedksutherland, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on this makeup look that I did. I think I look like a little fairy with these colors. Like, I wanted to do a makeup look and I haven't done anything like out of the box lately, so I'm like, let me just play around and see what I get. Like, I had no plans or any like vision, better yet, of what I was gonna do when I started doing my makeup today, and this is what I came up with. I think it looks really pretty. Like, let me know down below how you feel. Like, are you liking this makeup look? And also guys, I styled this wig. This is a lace frontal wig and I've reviewed this wig before. It's from Allove hair and I styled it to go with this makeup look. I wanted to do like a half up, half down, and I don't know, I ended up with these and I think it's so cute. At first I had like little buns, then I pulled, like, you know, I took the buns out, and I think this looks so cute. So like, if you want to see how I achieve this, then you should definitely keep on watching. If you're not subscribed yet, then what are you waiting on? Like, subscribe to my channel, please. It's free, it doesn't cost you nothing. Also guys, oh my god, I think I'm rambling and I'm all over the place. I'm starting something new on my channel. Like, every week when I start my videos, guys, I will give a shout out to one of my subscribers, and this person will be called my crowned crush. Like, you will get a shout out whenever my video starts. Like, every week it'll be someone different. To qualify like to be my crowned crush, you have to be subscribed to my channel. And guys, be sure to turn your post notifications on, because the first person that comments under my video automatically is like entered into being my crowned crush. So be sure to comment, be sure to leave likes, and be sure to just show me my love, and from that I will definitely choose a crowned crush every week, and I'll add your name on my video and give you a shout out. Like, you guys show me so much love, and it's only right that I show y'all the same love. So be sure to show me my love, and you might be my crowned crush of the week, okay? Anyways, let's get into this video. I know I rambled and I was all over the place, but if you want to see how I achieve this bomb ass makeup look and this really cute hairstyle, then you should definitely keep on watching.
So we're starting off with one eye already done, and I primed my other lid, and we're going to go into our Morphe James Charles palette, and I'm using that blue shade just in the crease. That'll be like one of the darkest shades that we're gonna use, and everything will be like based around this color. I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I started this eyeshadow look, so I played on one eye basically, and that's how I came up with this look. But I'm just adding that very dark blue shade into the crease, and I'm not like blending it like out. I'm more like packing it into the crease because I want that color like really there. Then I'm going in with that darker purple above the blue, and I really wanted to just pack that purple right above the crease, but I found myself like kind of blending out the edges. I wasn't really trying to do like windshield motions. I was just trying to pack it. But you know, you're just gonna add that color until it's blended into the blue shade and there's no like harsh lines. Then we're gonna go in with that really light pink color just to give us like a gradient effect, and I'm putting that directly above the purple so it blends out any harsh lines and it gives you like a gradient effect up to the brow bone. You got everything nice and blended. I'm going in with a what brush is that? Like, that's the brush that I use for my eyebrows. I don't know what kind of brush that is, guys, but I'm literally cutting my crease with some LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm using the color Porcelain. And if you don't know how to cut your crease, guys, just put the concealer straight across your lid and then look up, and that will give you a line as to where your crease should be, and then, you know, try connecting it to get a cut crease. I'm not no cut crease expert. Oh my god, I don't know what that is passing while I'm trying to voice over, but I'm not a cut crease expert, but that's how I cut my crease. Hopefully that helps you. The disrespect, what is that? Anyways, that's how I cut my crease. Then I'm just using this Real Techniques, it's one of their domed eyeshadow brushes, and I'm just using that to blend out the concealer. And that's the same brush that I use like under my brow bone to blend out my concealer. And I'm just adding that purple shade at the end just to connect the lid into that crease. And I'm just packing that purple shade, and as you can see from the other eye, we used quite a bit of like colors. And then for the next shade, we're using that, what color is that? That, it still is purple, but it's not like a deep purple. I don't know, it's more like lilac. Yeah, so we're using that lilac-y color, if it is lilac, and we're just adding that, packing it right there on the lid so it matches up with the other one. And you have to like go back in with your brush and, you know, sort of diffuse the edges of each color so they go into each other and not, they're just not like there, so they just look like thrown on your eyelids. And then I'm going in with that really pink fuchsia shade that's so nice that I forgot to show you, but yes, that pink fuchsia shade, and I'm just adding it to the inner corner, well, the inner lid. And then I'm going in with that really nice blue. Oh my god, I'm colorblind. I'm going in with that really nice blue, and I'm just adding that right there. And then, guys, I literally just went over the colors again, just like to build them up, as well as to just blend them into each other. And where the colors overlap, it gave me like this gradient, like this kind of tie-dye effect. I don't know if you see what I mean, but where the colors overlapped, it gave like another color, and it looked kind of like a tie-dye effect, which was really, really pretty to me. I don't know if you see what I mean, but yes, guys, you have to like just go over the color until you get the colors to the consistency that you want. And then I'm going in with my NYX liquid liner, and I'm just tight lining my lid. I'm not doing a wing, I just wanted to tight line my lids so that when I put my lashes, it would look seamless. And I don't know why I use a tape right there after I finish doing my eyeshadows. I should have used that before as a guide to keep the eyeshadows neat, but I mean and then I'm just cleaning up that with some concealer so the eyeshadow looks sharp and clean. Then I'm going in with this NYX glitter liner, and I'm just putting that right where I cut my crease. And things like this is like a trick. Like if your cut crease ain't all that, when you add like a pop of something above that cut crease, it looks sharp and it looks really good. I liked the effect that this little glitter liner that did. And I'm just spraying my face with some Mario Badescu spray. And for foundation, for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal, what the hell did I just use? But I'm using my Maybelline Super Stay Foundation, and I'm mixing it with that L'Oreal foundation. I can't remember the name right now. Guys, I'm literally doing this voiceover. I'm just woke up. I'm not all the way collected yet. Good morning, good night, wherever it is for you. I'm sorry. As I'm using my Elf all over face brush. or is it an e.l.f. foundation brush? One of those e.l.f. brushes, guys, and I'm just adding that foundation, and we're not like dragging the products all over. We're just like tapping the product and putting it in our skin. And guys, I wanted to try that L'Oreal foundation over top my Maybelline because the Maybelline is a staple, and that L'Oreal foundation used to be my everyday go-to foundation. Then I discovered the Maybelline one, and then it was a wrap. So I was just trying to use them both together, and then I'm going in with the Juvia's Place concealer. I don't know as it relates to this concealer because I'm not really a fan, but I wanted to see what it would look like without using the actual Juvia's Place foundation. So I tried using it, and I'm going in with my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Beautiful Bronze just to contour my face and to bring back some warmth. And this Juvia's Place concealer is a little bit light in a sense, but I guess it'll give me, well, it gave me the right highlight that I needed. And I'm just taking a Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I'm using that to blend out my contour. I don't know what I was listening to, but guys, I'd be so lit when I'm doing my makeup. Like, I'd be listening to a lot of African music, a lot of like dance hall music, and I'd just be over there having a great ass time. But I love this Real Techniques sculpting brush. Like, it really just hugs the hollows of my face, and it's great for putting on my contour. And I'm just using my beauty blender to blend that concealer out. To set this concealer though, guys, I'm going to go in with my Airspun powder. I noticed in this video, well, I used a lot of setting powder. I never bake, but I wanted to really lay that Juvia's Place concealer down because I still haven't really figured it out yet. Just something about it that just, I don't know, something about the damn concealer that's kind of, I don't know if I love it, I don't know if I hate it. So I really wanted to try like different ways of using this concealer. So instead of my usual just like pressing powder in my skin and moving on, I decided that I was gonna really bake. So I baked with that Airspun powder, and I realized the Airspun over top the shade of the concealer didn't give me like that look that I wanted. So after baking with the Airspun powder, guys, I went ahead and I used my Sasha Buttercup powder over top just to bring back some type of like warm look in my face, because the Airspun powder over top this concealer had me like really like bland, if that makes any sense. So I went in and I used the Sasha Buttercup after the fact. And I know some people be like, oh, it's a lot of freaking setting powder, but the way how when you do it like this, your makeup stays in place all day. It does not move, like it's like sweat proof almost. If you're doing like a sweat proof makeup look, this would definitely be the way how you like really bake your face, and you use a lot of powders. And I'm going in with my Black Radiance contouring palette, and this is a shade light to medium, I think, or medium to light. And I'm just mixing the contour and the sculpt shape, and I'm just going over the areas that I highlighted, and I'm just like chiseling out my nose. And see, there we're going in with the Sasha Buttercup just to bring back like some like kind of like yellow warm look to the face. Guys, this video might be a little bit long, but it's worth it because I did makeup, I did hair, and it's just a good video. So if you've made it this far, like, just hit the like button, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. So I used a white eyeliner that I got from the beauty supply store, nothing fancy. I don't even know what brand that was, but it's just a white eyeliner. And I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder just to blend out that, you know, that highlight, not that highlight, that freaking baking that I just did. and to just set the whole face. And I'm going with my Mario spray just to really set the whole face. And I went in quite a few times. Yep, that's why I be so lit in these videos. I be listening to hella African music. And yep, as I said, I had to go in a lot of times because I had a lot of powder on my face. And you don't want to look like chalky and crazy. And for the highlight, I used the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. And I think that shade was Precious Petals. And I'm just highlighting my face. I didn't want like a very yellow highlight. I wanted more of like, you know, a champagne-y kind of look because of the colors on my eyes, and this worked perfectly. I really liked this makeup look. I thought it looked so cute. And the lashes that I'm wearing are from, where are they from? I'm gonna tell you in a while. And for blush, I'm going in with one of my favorite blushes, and it's MAC Raisin Blush. Yeah, the color is Raisin, and it's so nice. And I think the color went well with the eyeshadow look that I had. And again, more spray, and I'm just putting the same colors that are on the top of my eyes under my water line, well, under my lower lash line, just to bring the whole look together. And that looked so pretty. Then I added a little bit of mascara to my bottom lashes, and look at the difference compared to the other eye. That really just tied everything in. And I'm gonna go and do the same thing to the other eye. And for my lips, I'm using a regular pencil that I bought from the beauty supply store. It has no name. I don't know. I've been using this pencil a hot minute, so I don't know the name or whatever. Just buy a brown pencil from the beauty supply store. And that's the lips. And over top, I use my Buxom lip gloss. I don't know if I pronounced the name right. And that's in the shade that's in the shade Princess. Actually, I really love these lip glosses over brown lip liner. It's really bomb. And this hair is from Allove Hair. It's their 24-inch body wave lace frontal wig, and you can go check out my previous video on how I installed this wig. And I literally just played around and showed you guys a few styles that you could easily achieve on this wig. And that's basically it for this video. Just sit back and enjoy the looks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll definitely catch you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.
You know I love you. If it's hard to catch my vibe, I need a lover to trust. Tell me you're on my side. Are you down for the ride?
They call me Cardi, body, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a